Hey everyone, welcome back to my Fallout 4 Settlement Tour series here with my Soul Survivor Sin. I know it's been a while, I've been kind of just busy working my day job, and I learned to crochet, so I've been doing a lot of that lately, which has been a lot of fun. Uh, so today's going to be hopefully a shortish one, but we are at Croup Manor. I did a sort of build of this one back in the day. I haven't rewatched it recently, so I honestly do not remember anything I said about this place. Now, this place is up in the northeast here. It's off this little peninsula. It looks like a crab's claw. It's not that far away, I would say, from a couple of other settlements, but pretty isolated here on its own. And it's also really close to Libertalia, so it's not exactly the safest place, but it is my little summer home. Now, one thing is while it is built with Sin on Sin Save, it's actually more reminiscent of my old Fallout 4 character. This is Mech. She was a mechanic pre-war. She is actually my second sole survivor. She's part of a trio of three playthroughs I was doing at the time when the game first came out. But Mech's pretty cool. I like her I like that she was in trapper armor and always wore a leather coat because that was her favorite thing. And she is 100% railroad, but also obviously supports the Minuteman. But like I said, we are here with Sin. I'm down the road a little bit. As you can see over there, I did put in a fence and some turrets to sort of keep people out because I want to kind of clear that area. Now up the long driveway, we have my beautiful home. Now, like I said, I did do a build of this, like recorded on YouTube. So a lot of it has been kind of shown off, but this is the final product along with a bunch of settlers. They are sort of just hanging around here, but sometimes they do their job, I swear. So first we'll just come around, get a simple Brahmin hanging out. We have first and foremost the lowest rung of the little society here are farmers, all ghoul. Surprisingly, still all ghoul because sometimes they like to change up what they look like. Down here, we're gonna go to the worst place first, I think. Their bathroom. Honestly, they got two toilets, him and her toilets to poop together, and a nice little bathtub you can fill up with water that you warmed very slowly in buckets. Again, him and her, very romantic getaway, taking a tub together. You would kind of have to share the water. I do have, I believe, one of every plant. These are I believe it's called the Three Sisters crop. We don't have green beans, so it's carrots in this case. We're gonna pretend, but it is corn with oh no, actually it's supposed to be like the gourds are like the green beans and carrots I think are just supposed to be carrots. I can't remember if that's the three crops. We also have mute fruit with melons and plenty of razor grain. Hello. And up here is where they live. I really liked this. It's built on top of the protective barrier. Oh shit, don't push me. So they are pretty exposed to firefights from down here if anything got over here. But we do have turrets, so they can't really complain too much. There are, six people who live here, and they do basically have nothing but a chair, a radio, and a bed to sleep in. Back down here, we will go to the guard and then we'll start on the house. So we have basketball for the kids to play at because, yes, Mech would save little Synth Sean. Sin probably wouldn't, or maybe she would. She got some issues going on. Sort of like a let's pretend he's totally human, even if she hates Synth. We got a garbage for them, basically where we put all the garbage, but inside here, we do have some personal Minutemen hand-picked by Sin herself to live here and protect us. We got an artillery, and then I believe there's that one lady you saw when we first entered, and then there's another guard who I think stands over there, who's supposed to stand over there. But here's where they eat. Looks like someone didn't clean up their plate after breakfast. Just some basic ingredients. They mostly prepare small, simple meals for themselves. In here is the ammunition and chems they may need to help catch up after big battles, because I do suspect Mirelurks are going to be an issue here. Up here is the beds. They don't sleep because guards do not leave their post unless you have like a shit ton of them. So this can be as cramped as I need it to be, even though, to be fair, they probably could squeeze in there. They have their own personal lockers. I think that's extra toilet paper up there. A little Minuteman shrine to make sure they remember who they work for. Me. Oh yeah, you work here. You sleep in this bed. He just paints boats all day. No, but he actually he watches to make sure. He's like our first line of defense. Fires off the firework, and then everyone gets into position to attack Mirelurks. There was supposed to be someone on that, but I don't know what happened to them. I think they just walked off and didn't come back. We do have turrets all around the all around the walls, make sure we're nice and safe. I really like the shape of this house. I think this would be just a cute house to live in as like a single family. You got the Minuteman flag outside. I believe we have a generator, but we do also have this spare power just in case that keeps, I want to say the spotlight and then that working when we have issues. Again, artillery so we can protect the lighthouse, and I believe there's another farm that we could reach over there. Now down here is a fishing boat. Basically, there's, Sin probably, or again, Mac. I shouldn't say it's a little weird. I wish I could like change her skin for the day and be like, hey, look, it's my character Mac. Actually, Mac herself might like going on a boat. But yeah, we have a fisherman who gets us seafood, which probably, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like they say was it Bobby No Nose says Mirelurk is slimy, so I don't think the fish would fare much better. Ugh, I don't like that. It's really gross. This is the boat controls. Now, for some freaking reason, boats windows are super fucking high, so I had to put up like a little perch so you can actually fucking see out the window. Now, this boat is quote unquote functional, therefore it has controls and a little seat to sit at. Also, a big harpoon for any large sea creatures you may come across. See, now obviously not going far, but like, who knows what's out there? Creepy. A little bit of privacy curtain, and then some seats so like when the fisherman's here, he can hang out with his buddies. We have a boat for personal use for like just like one person wants to go out fishing in the immediate area. It's cute little animation. It's so cute. I don't remember what mod makes it. I almost fell into the water. It freaks me out under there. It's a red rocket. Like I was like, what that red thing? And a little place to go fishing. I think this is mostly out of actually all of this is out of the build area. It was big pain in the butt to carry this all out here because you have to build it out here and then drag it down there to actually build it. We have a beautiful backyard. Mostly it's just for the kids. Let me see if I can find the fence. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, there it is. I got a place that would be quote unquote for Mac, for Curie, for Kate and Piper, just to hang out while the kids play on their little playground. I love this thing. I like it has physics. I got weird physics today. But yeah, it's a playground for the kids. The fence is a little unsecure, but there are plenty of turrets around. But I won't, who would want to like block that view of my very, very low graphic game? I need to really upgrade my computer soon. It would be cooler. Oh, fire's coming out of the side of the building. Let's ignore that. But yeah, it's a cute little place for them to hang out on, not radioactive days. I really wanted it to be like this is like a house. This feels oop shit. This feels very, old pre-war. A little workshop for mech outside. We have a motorcycle she'd probably really want to work on to get into working condition. The set of power armor she probably would never use because I never use power armor. Actually, like I think I might have used a little like a modded power armor back in the day, but I don't use it anymore. Obviously, the station. Now, inside, we'll enter through the main door. Bloop. It's just a cute little entryway. Nothing really here, just extra water, food supplies, gardening tools. Now, as you come right in, you enter right into the kitchen, which is not my most detailed kitchen. I'd say it's a pretty barren little kitchenette area. This is a little place you could, throw your keys or whatever you're holding on to for the day. Food and water for dog meat, which is a mod. Inside we have the dining room. Now, I'm gonna be real, this house has the most bizarre like layout. I'm not cuz like I assume this has to be the kitchen. And then yeah, this is just like the big dining room, but then like just a useless door here. I just basically made it quick area for the ice and cold beers. Let's get in before that door closes on me. Garbage can. I wish that was centered, and I'm a little mad at myself that I didn't center that. We have a little curio cabinet, a little place to set up seedlings. Like I got the seedlings in the thing, and then this is probably would be like the second stage, and then they can go outside when they're nice and hardy. Extra food, and this would be full of crap if I had remembered to do so. Okay, that was Piper. They're upstairs, so they talk to me through the walls. Over as we come in here, we have a little shrine to Nora because both in Sin save and actually in Mech save, actually, I think originally I said Mech was with a Nate, but like sort of a lavender marriage type of situation. Sin just straight up didn't have. Sin is her version of Nate. So like she was in the military. So this is more for Sin and less for Mech. Kind of merging the two characters when I built this place. We have a little place to sit here. I really wish this wall was just slightly longer so it could be centered, but I felt like there needed to be a lot of seats for how many people live in this house. We do have a fireplace, which was originally a doorway, but like, why did I need so many exits to this building? Pre-war, sure, made sense. Post-war, less places to get in would be better. So, one door, this door, leads outside. There we go. Also, but like, you kind of think that, okay, you would just cover up this top part, and that's how you get the working fireplace. Now I'm gonna go up, up, and then we'll go down, down. Literally, because I'm gonna jump right down. I have been debating, close this, if I want to, do I want to go all the way up first? No, I'll start here. Here we have the Jamaica plane setup. I think the light's technically on because I have, as you can see here, power coming up into the building. But I'd like to think Mech would think Jamaica plane thing was real funny. Oh, bathroom in here. So many times while building this place, a settler would come and use this toilet because there's an animation where they sit and read a newspaper. So it's pretty funny opening that door and seeing someone poop. We have a little setup here for Piper, a little home away from home. But I like to think like she collects a lot of her information now here, writes her paper, does the first print, and then like sends it off with a caravan to Diamond City to make more. Kate Kate's retired. She's just working on herself, and we love her for that. She gets to hang out here in the Nuka corner. I honestly, I just couldn't figure out what I wanted to do with Kate. So she has this animation and it makes her happy. It makes the whole place happy. This is our bedroom. Now, technically, there should be another bed because Mech romanced Curie as well. So it's Curie, Piper, and Kate. However, in Sin Save, um, I broke it and I can't seem to get Curie back. I think it's because I haven't gone to Virgil yet, is what I'm now actually just kind of realizing. Anyway, this red room, this room is very red. I think I really liked this rug, and then I felt like this was the only blanket from this mod that kind of looks old fashioned. Some of it actually looks like it's crocheted, some of it looks like it's knit. I like this bed sheet. We have a little nutty end table over there. Just a place to sit and read. Uh, Sometimes you just want to relax. Plenty of books and radio to listen to. Each one of us has a dresser. Again, I kind of forgot to build this with Curie in mind because Sin wouldn't romance her. Well, Mech does. Obviously, she doesn't give a fuck. But we do have a place for me to write my reports to the Minutemen when I'm here at home, because, that doesn't stop. Soundproof paneling, which honestly should be on that wall and like the ceiling, so we don't torment the poor children who live up here. They get their own space to themselves, which I think is fun. And honestly, this was the most fun I had when I was building this place. First off, we have their little game room. I just wanted to make sure they had like a pretty decent space up here for themselves. So they have they have a little track. I like to think Sean sits here and is actually playing with the cars, kinda. Well, uh, Nat, which she would live here most of the time, like comes and goes. She was just kind of hanging out here, reading comics, laying down. We got books and toys here, more toys over here. Place to sit on the couch. Two cute kitty paintings. I love this one so much. Look at your face. This is their bedroom. Now, I did try to give Nat some character in here. She has an Unstoppable comic in her room, so I got some comics. She'd want to get one of those giddy up buttercups. But because she also lives in Diamond City, she definitely loves baseball. So I got her some baseball stuff, a little knitted or crocheted death claw. I love this thing so much. It's so cute. I feel like I could make one of those. Also, she has a little drawing. Again, I don't know if it's a mod or if it's in vanilla, but on the floor there's a little chalk drawing, so I gave her somewhere to draw. And she has a fireplace. Now, next door, I was way more into understanding how Sean is as a character. He's a little nerd. He's just my little geek boy. He's my little robot geek son. So he builds robot stuff and then reads The Art of War. But I like to think, when he likes to tinker, but Mac specifically wants him to also be a child. So he's making a car in robots. We got paint for the car, which that is red paint. It is not blood, it is red paint. I do love, I thought that was really fun that I was able to, they had the colors matched. So I was like, oh, look, and he made a little Nuka car. Such a smart boy. I love my boy. And yeah, I got more nerd shit here. Blast Radius and Captain Cosmos. He gets a little two-headed Brahmin toy, custom made by his mama. They also have an outdoor play area. I would say it's not super safe. Actually, I don't know. I think it's pretty hard to like hit something up here. But they can play bowling, and God knows how many balls they lost to the ocean. And then down here, they're playing checkers. Uh, I like this. They're playing checkers, but I'd like to think they're also betting their snacks. They have a little gnome to protect. Hello, hi gnome. So, like I said, when I started, I did build all of this um, recorded. However, one thing I didn't record shut was sorry, didn't even tell you shut the basement. So now we're gonna bam. We're gonna show you the super secret basement. Here we are. Now, as you enter, you gotta turn on the power and derad yourself. Because I like to think that she wants to keep this pretty radiation free, and then you turn off the button. Off. You got a Nuka mixing station. You're gonna notice a theme almost immediately, I think. But this is my little hangout lounge. I don't know what you would call it, honestly. This is modded. That allows me to use this basement as a workshop space. Cause I thought it was fucking bullshit. You didn't get this cool little space to work in. So it's like your little lounge. Very Nuka themed, I will say. This has been a lot of fun building this. We have pool table, which that shouldn't be there. Unfortunately, this is going to be an issue going forward unless I really pay attention like really hard. These were deleted and then they're popping back up. I'm not sure why. Something I should say, this is also where all my collections are. So this is all the collectible little figures I have collected. I do not know if these are modded or not, I will say. Got a dartboard. Tried to make sure it wouldn't hit anyone with a calendar and a kitty poster. We have a little table to play poker at. Again, Nuka themed. We got our little liquor corner, our power armor. I love this. I love this little Nuka guy in the corner. He's very cool. Run underneath our little fireplace to keep us nice and toasty. We got the Nuka break right here. And then inside is where I keep the rest of my gear. It is a station for crafting armor, crafting weapons, fixing. Oh, sorry. Every time I look over there, it freaks out. Crafting and repairing weapons. That's where I put all the weapons up in that bag. Armor goes in that crate. So there should have been power armor up there. I'm not sure which one I'm missing, to be honest. Yeah, like which one am I missing? I'm gonna have to look that up. I do have the Vim guy and the Quantum here. Oh, meds go here, in there, and that's how you make more. This is a really cool mod. Now I need to remember if it's E to get up. Nope, it is E to put it down. It is R to get up. No, it's R to pull up my weapon. How do you get up here? Thank you. It is R. The answer is R. However, I missed it. Now, unfortunately, so this is where I keep my special weapons and special collected armor. Now, this is, some of these racks are modded. This racks, you can tell because they don't show off. Where is it? Like, see here, this is a mod, like it's a custom mod, and these ones should be special too. However, they are not. But just, I'm gonna see if I can remember all of these. It's Jack the Ripper, Big Jim, Pickman's Blade, the Repellent Stick, Grognak's Axe, Bloodletter, I believe, the Mr. Handy Arm, and the Assaultron Blade. We have obviously Grognak's armor along with the Creation Club Skyrim Helm, the old diving suit from Far Harbor, as well as the special harpoon, Admiral's friend, I think. Yes, so Admiral's friend, Ashmaker, spoiler. But I want to guess if these were right. I was right. Yes! Bloodletter, Gardneck's Act, Repellent Stick, Assaultron Blade, Mr. Handy, Buzzblade. And then this one I obviously knew. Big Jim, Pikmin's Blade, Harvester. I am absolutely can't remember I remembered all this. This is the Nuka Girl outfit along with uh, the little bonker thing. I don't know what those are called, and that's the fucking paddle ball. Just thought it'd be funny to make her hold them. I don't think those aren't custom. They don't have a name or anything. We have the general's outfit as well as Kellogg's. That's Grandpa, what's his name's hat. You gotta go get that hat. Now, these this is gonna be hard. I think General it's General Gao's sword. That's the one from the Grasshopper mission. The Louisville Slugger or whatever, like whatever it's supposed to be called, and then the Champions bat. Yeah, okay. 2076 World Series bat. Rockville Slugger. Why call it Louisville? That because that's their actual thing, right? The Rockville Slugger. General Chow's Revenge, and Shemdrow Sword. That was really bad. I'm sorry. Sorry to those things. We have the Mechanist armor as well as the Silver Shroud. Felt like it made sense. Now this is interesting because these two guns look alike. However, I do believe I remembered all of these. Not in order, but I'm pretty sure it's. Come on, fuck, where are they? I think one was Eddie's gun, Deliverer, Kellogg's gun, Righteous Authority, the Alien Blaster, obviously, the Assaultron head, the Tesla cannon, the Silver Shroud's gun. I do not remember what, for the life of me, was the other laser rifle. Like, was it it's not an Institute one. What is it? Old Faithful and Righteous Authority. So, those are the two laser rifles. So, that is actually the end of the tour, except for our final little collection of memorabilia. Now, this is supposed to be. I'm I'm debating. I think what I'll do is I think in a second place I will make a second shrine for like Act 2 cuz this is basically all Act 1 stuff but plus like some Nuka Place items cuz I do have Sean's special book along with but I also have the Mechanist drawing, the Silver Shroud card, Kellogg's cigar, Kellogg's brain pieces, the implant and the brain piece, some of his money. So that's from I want to say it's the New Vegas imports or the Nevada imports. Basically, it adds sprinkling of Fallout New Vegas reference items. And when you go to Kellogg's place, he has obviously money from San Francisco or whatever. It is interesting. I know that's Tandy on the top. I'm not sure. Say Madison? Anyway. Yeah, anyway. And so that's stuff from that mod. So I thought that was just a cool little here's some smaller items I've collected along the way. I haven't updated the game yet. I'm afraid I'll lose some of my old mods, so I am trying to finish the tour videos before I wipe this slate clean and I redo Sin and I play through Fallout 4 just from beginning to end. Alright, let's take this outro outside. We're gonna go woo out of the house. So I had a lot of fun building this place. Definitely had an meh time when it came to recording the build. So what are you guys all doing outside? Jesus Christ. Everyone's out here today. Anyway, I don't know, I didn't have a lot of fun when I was recording the build for this, but I definitely liked the tour, and I really loved specifically the basement. Yeah. Last build will be Sanctuary on this save, then it will be a new clean save. It'll probably still be Sin the character, but I want to play through the game again, as I said. I think so. Then after that, I do have a different build from a different character, so that will be interesting. It is my Starlight, my little Starlight resort I built for a character called Kevin. He is a bad guy, and I kind of miss him though, but his game broke. After that, I actually get to finally start building again, so that will be fun. I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!